Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing the remaining problems of miscellaneous exercise of chapter number 10, straight lines. The first question which we are dealing is question number 16. The question is, find the direction in which a straight line must be drawn through the point -1, 2 so that its point of intersection with the line x plus y equal to 4 may be at a distance of 3 units from this point. So a rough figure has been drawn here. So let -1, 2 be the point P, and from that point we are drawing a line, and they are saying that the point of intersection of this line with this line. So this line we don't know, and it is intersecting at some point on the line x plus y equal to 4, and the distance between that point of intersection and the point -1, 2 is given to be 3. So that concept we will use to get the direction. So first what we are doing is we will find out the point of intersection of this line which we don't know and the other line which is given x plus y equal to 4. So our purpose is to find out this line, and then solving the two will give you the point of intersection. Okay. So let y equal to mx plus c be the line which passes through the point P. I have taken P as the point -1, 2. So what we can say is, when you have y equal to mx plus c and it is passing through the point -1, 2, that means -1, 2 can be replaced with x and y respectively. That means it is passing through that. That means it will satisfy the equation also. Okay, therefore what you will get is 2 is equal to, that is instead of y we are writing 2 is equal to m is as such and replacing x with -1 plus c. So we have replaced the value of x and y with the point. Okay, and this will give you 2 is equal to -m plus c, or we are just finding out what is c equal to. Okay, so what is c? C is equal to m plus 2. So the value of c which you got will be replaced in the equation which you have taken. Therefore the equation becomes y is equal to mx plus, instead of c we will write m plus 2. Okay. Now this is your equation number 1, suppose, and what is given equation? This one. Okay, so given equation we are taking in order to solve both the equations. So, and again x plus y equal to 4 can be written as y is equal to -x plus 4, right? So we are just replacing this equation as this one because the first equation is of that form. So y is equal to -x plus 4. Let it be equation number 2. Now solving the two equation, that is you can just subtract the two equations, elimination method, so that y will be going and you will get the value of x. So here you will get 0 is equal to coefficient of x. So you get here m minus of -1 plus 1 into x plus m plus 2 minus 4 will give you m minus 2. Now taking this to the other side and this will come in the denominator, your value of x will become m minus 2 minus of m minus 2, that is 2 minus m. So you can write the numerator as 2 minus m and denominator will be m plus 1. So this is the value of x. Now you can replace the value of x in the easiest equation, second equation 2 will do it. So y is equal to -x plus 4, so it is 4 minus x. X is 2 minus m by m plus 1. In brackets you put. Now simplify this. What you will get? M plus 1 in the denominator, then 4 into m plus 1 minus 2 plus m minus of. Okay. So this will give you 4m plus 4 minus 2 plus m divided by m plus 1, or y is equal to 5m plus 2 divided by m plus 1. So this is your y value. So now since we got x and y values, that will be the point of intersection, that means q. The point q will be 2 minus m by m plus 1, comma 5m plus 2 by m plus 1. Okay. Now distance between the 2 points, that is one point is given to be -1, 2 and this point, that is 2 minus m by m plus 1, comma 5m plus 2 by m plus 1 is, how it is given, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square. So you get 2 minus m by m plus 1 minus of minus 1 plus 1 the whole square plus again y2 minus y1 the whole square, 5m plus 2 by m plus 1 minus 2 the whole square. Okay, and solving this we can just equate that to 3 because that is given to be 3 in the question. So first we will solve it. This is equal to root of, here you will get 2 minus m plus m plus 1 by m plus 1 after taking the LCM, this the whole square, plus the other term is 5m plus 2 minus of 2m plus 1. Minus of 2 into m plus 1 will give you 2m minus 2 divided by m plus 1 the whole square. What is this equal to? Root of, here you will get 3 only in the numerator, 3 by m plus 1 the whole square, plus here you will have 5 minus 2, 3m, 2 and 2 get cancelled, 3m by m plus 1 the whole square. So this is your 9 by m plus 1 the whole square plus 9m square by m plus 1 the whole square. So if you are taking out from the two terms, you can see 9 by m plus 1 the whole square is common, and taking out from the root you will get it to be 3 by m plus 1, right? It will become 3 by m plus 1 into root of, here you will have only 1, here you are left with m square, into root of 1 plus m square. Okay, now this you can equate with what is given in the question. What is given? Distance is given to be 3. Now given 3 by m plus 1 into root of 1 plus m square is equal to 3. 3 can be cancelled. You will get root of 1 plus m square is equal to m plus 1. Squaring both sides in order to remove this root will give you 1 plus m square is equal to m plus 1 the whole square. Now expanding this will give you 1 plus m square is equal to m square plus 1 plus 2m. So that 1 and m square from both sides will get cancelled and you are getting 2m is equal to 0. That is m is equal to 0. Now what do you mean by m? M was in the equation which you have taken, y is equal to mx plus c, m is acting as the slope. So you are getting that the slope is 0. So the meaning that slope is 0 is the required line is either parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. Is parallel to x-axis or y-axis. Parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. Okay. Question number 17 is, the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle has its ends at the points 1, 3 and minus 4, 1. Find the equation of the legs, that is perpendicular sides of the triangle. So these two, AB and BC, are known as the legs of the triangle, the perpendicular sides. Okay, you have to find out the equation of both the line AB and the line BC. For that, what they have given is the hypotenuse has its end points. So this is the hypotenuse AC, has its endpoints 1, 3 and minus 4, 3. So we are, minus 4, 1 we have taken. Now first thing which we should know is, here you can see that the x coordinate of A is same as the y coordinate of C. Now suppose if I am drawing like this is your 0, 0 origin. If this distance is 1, I will write the coordinate form as, this is your x distance, so x is 1, y 0, like this, and now it is in the on the y-axis. Suppose same distance I am taking 1, means I will write it as 0, 1. So I can say that this is equal to this, means these distances are same, right? Like this, these distances are same means you can say that the opposite sides will be equal. That means it will form an isosceles triangle. So here also in this case you have the x coordinate. Here x coordinate of the point A is equal to y coordinate of C, and this will give you that what you can say that AB is equal to BC, and when AB is equal to BC, you can say that the opposite angles are equal. AB opposite angle, angle C, so angle C equal to angle A you will get, and already it is right angle triangle, means this is 90. So what should be these two angles if they are equal? They will be each 45 degree, right? Implies angle A equal to angle C equal to 45 degree, right? Now what we will do is, you will consider this as a line and this another line, and you can just say that the two lines have the angle to be 45 in between, and you can find out the slope of this line because you know the points. You can use your formula for that y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 to find out what is the slope of AC, and that will be acting as one value of m, and you can use tan formula to get the slope of the other line since the angle between them is also given. So first we will find out what is the slope of AC. Okay, slope of AC will be y2 minus y1. Suppose this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So you'll get y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is minus 2 by minus 5 or 2 by 5. So you got the slope to be 2 by 5 of one of the lines, and the angle between them is 45. Now we are using, let m be the slope of one of the lines. That means either it can be AB or it can be BC, because both are forming the same angle with the lines. Okay, so m be the slopes of the lines. Now we will start with tan 45 degree. Tan theta is given taken to be 45 degree. You got it to be 45. So it is tan 45 degree is equal to mod of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. So here you will get m minus, one slope is m minus, the other slope is 2 by 5. So m minus 2 by 5 by 1 plus 2 by 5 into m. Okay, now this tan 45 is 1, so you'll get 1 is equal to mod of, you can just take the LCM, this will give you 5m minus 2 in the numerator and 5 plus 2m by 5 in the denominator, so that 5 get cancelled, and here you are getting 1 is equal to mod of 5m minus 2 by 5 plus 2m. Okay, now in order to solve or get the value of m, you have to remove this modulus sign. So what we will do is, we have two options for this, that is either you will get 5m minus 2 by 5 plus 2m is equal to plus or minus 1. You have two options, means either it is 1 or it is minus 1. Okay, now this will give you either 5m minus 2 by 5 plus 2m is equal to 1, or 5m minus 2 by 5 plus 2m is equal to minus 1. This will give you 5m minus 2 is equal to 5 plus 2m, or so come here, 5m minus 2m is 3m, and it will go there 5 plus 2, 7. That is m is equal to 7 by 3. That is one value of m. Now for the other one, you will get it to be 5m minus 2 is equal to minus of, so minus 5 minus 2m is equal to 5m plus 2m, 7m is equal to minus 5 plus 2, that will give you 7m is equal to minus 3, or m is equal to minus 3 by 7. So the two slopes which you are getting is m is equal to 7 by 3 and m is equal to minus 7 by 3. Now you got two values for the slope, that means accordingly you will get two equations for each line. That means equation of AB will be 2 according to what you are taking as the slope, and again equation of BC will be, you will get two equations. Okay, so first we will find out what is the equation of AB with slope 7/3 and passing through the point is given. Passing through the point is 1,3. So how will you write the equation? Is equal to, okay, you will use y minus y naught equal to m into x minus x naught. Y minus, this is x naught, y naught, m. So y minus 3 is equal to 7/3 into x minus 1. This will give you 3y minus 9 is equal to 7x minus 7, or 7x minus 3y. See, here you have minus 7 plus 9 equal to 0, right? So it is 7x minus 3y plus 2 equal to 0 as one equation of the line AB. Now with slope minus 3/7 but passing through the same point. Okay, again equation of AB with slope minus 3/7 and passing through 1,3. So this is now acting as x naught, y naught, and this is your m. Okay, so you'll get y minus y naught again 3 is equal to minus 3/7 into x minus 1, or 7y minus 21 is equal to minus 3x plus 3, which is 3x plus 7y. So this has come here, minus 21 minus 3 equal to 0, or 3x plus 7y minus 24 equal to 0. So you got two equations, one is this one, the other one is this one. Okay, these are the two equations of AB. Now equation of the line BC with slope 7/3 and passing through the point. What is the point here? Minus 4,1 will be y minus x naught, y naught, y minus y naught 1 is equal to m into x minus x naught, x minus of minus 4, x plus 4. So you get 3y minus 3 is equal to 7x plus 28, or 7x minus 3y. So this is going there, 28 plus 3 equal to 0, that is 7x minus 3y plus 31 equal to 0. This is one equation. Now again you will get one more equation for the same line BC with slope minus 3/7 and passing through the same point minus 4,1. So it will be y minus, again y naught is 1, is equal to m will be minus 3/7 into x plus 4. That is 7y minus 7 is equal to minus 3x minus 12. That is 3x plus 7y. So we have taken this to this side, so you'll get 7 minus 7 plus 12 equal to 0, or 3x plus 7y. Here you will get plus 5 equal to 0. So this is the second equation for the line BC. Okay. Question number 18 is, find the image of the point 3,8 with respect to the line x plus 3y is equal to 7, assuming the line to be a plane mirror. Now you have to find out the image, means if this is the point 3,8, you have to find out a point which is acting as the image of 3,8. Now what is the meaning of image? If this line, the given line x plus 3y equal to 7 is acting as a plane mirror, then the concept of image is you will have AB, the distance AB will be same as BC. That means AB is equal to BC, or you can say that B is the midpoint of AC. So using that concept we can find out, and we will use the concept of perpendicularity to get the value of this point. Okay, now first suppose that this point is C, which is alpha beta. Okay, let the image of, I've taken A as this point, so image of A 3,8, B, C alpha beta. Now again, since it is acting as the image, you can say that the point B will be the midpoint of since B is the midpoint of AC, and that reason is since it is acting as a mirror. Okay, since this A is the mirror image, you will say mirror image of C, or C is the mirror image of A. What you will get is the coordinate of B. Okay, since B is the midpoint of AC, you will get B, the coordinate of B is 3 plus alpha by 2 comma beta plus 8 by 2. Okay, this will be the coordinate of B. That is actually a foot of the perpendicular to the line. Now again, this point B is on DE. That means this point will satisfy the equation of the line DE, that is x plus 3y equal to 7. Okay, since B is a point on the line DE, point on the line x plus 3y equal to 7, what you will get, you can replace x with alpha plus 3 by 2 and y with beta plus 8 by 2. Alpha plus 3 by 2 plus 3 into beta plus 8 by 2 is equal to 7. So you will get alpha plus 3 beta plus 24 is equal to 14, or alpha plus 3 beta is equal to, here you have 14 minus 24 minus 3. This is minus 10 minus 3, which is minus 13. So you are getting alpha plus 3 beta is equal to minus 13. This is one equation containing alpha and beta. Now we will get another equation containing alpha and beta so that we can get the value of alpha and beta by solving them. And what is that concept which will give you another equation of alpha beta is that the two lines are perpendicular. Okay, the perpendicularity condition we are using. Now since AC is perpendicular to DE, what you can say is slope of AC into slope of DE will be equal to minus 1. Now what is slope of AC? This line AC has this point as alpha beta and this is 3 comma 8. So you can get the slope of AC as y2 minus y1, right? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 you can use. So you'll get alpha minus, beta minus y2 minus y1 minus 8 by alpha minus 3 into, now what is slope of DE? I'll just see here, slope of DE. In order to find out slope of DE, you will just take the equation x plus 3y is equal to 7, or 3y is equal to minus x plus 7, or y is equal to minus 1 by 3x plus 7. So this is the slope. Therefore slope of DE is minus 1 by 3. So you can use that concept here. Minus 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1. These two get cancelled and you are getting beta minus 8 is equal to, this will go there, it will become 3 into alpha minus 3, or beta minus 8 is equal to 3 alpha minus 9. That is 3 alpha minus beta, this will go there. This is also going there. Or else you can just make it as equal to, so that you will get 1. 9 minus 8, 1. So this is another equation which you are getting, which is containing both alpha and beta. Now you have to solve these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So the two equations I have written. Now we will solve these two equations, equation 1, equation 2. Suppose equation 1 into 3 will give you, the coefficients we are making equal. So this will give you 9 alpha minus 3 beta is equal to 3. And second equation as such we are writing. So this is alpha plus 3 beta is equal to minus 30. Now we can just add the two equations in order to get the value of alpha. So this will be eliminated and you will get 9 alpha plus alpha, which is 10 alpha, is equal to 3 minus 13 will give you minus 10, or alpha is equal to minus 10 by 10 equal to minus 1. Now you have to find out the value of beta. You can just replace in this one, that is, therefore equation 1 will become 3 into minus 1 minus beta is equal to 1, or minus 3 minus beta is equal to 1, that is beta is equal to minus 3 minus 1, which is equal to minus 4. Therefore, so you got alpha beta, and alpha beta was the image. Therefore, the image of the point 3, 8 is, you have to write alpha first, minus 1, then beta. So minus 1, minus 4 is the image of 3, 8. Question number 19 is, if the lines y equal to 3x plus 1 and 2y equal to x plus 3 are equally inclined to the line y equal to mx plus 4, find the value of m. So equally inclined means we will use the tan theta concept for both the lines, and we will find out what is m equal to. Okay, this m unknown is to be found out. The slope of the line which is equally inclined to the given two lines. Okay, so let theta be the angle in which y equal to mx plus 4 is inclined to the lines y equal to 3x plus 1 and y equal to, 2y is equal to x plus 3. Okay, we are taking theta as the angle between the two lines in which the line is inclined. So both have the same angle of inclination. Now we will start with tan theta. So the line this and this, for first this is 1, 2 and 3. So first and second equations, in between that we are finding out what is tan theta. Okay, so tan theta for these two lines means slope of first line is m, and for the second line it is 3. Okay, so you will get tan theta is equal to m minus 3 divided by 1 plus 3m, right? And for the second one, that is for the first and third line, for the third line what is the slope? Y is equal to, it will be 1 by 2 x plus 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 is the slope of the third line. So you will get tan theta is equal to mod of m minus 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2m. Now both are tan theta, both have the same angle of inclination, so we can just equate them. That means you'll get mod of m minus 3 by 1 plus 3m is equal to mod of, this can be rewritten as 2m minus 1 by 2 plus m. By 2 will get cancelled. Now again, in order to solve this, we have to replace this modulus sign. That means we will just put plus or minus in one of the side. That means m minus 3 by 1 plus 3m is equal to plus or minus 2m minus 1 by 2 plus m. So either you will get m minus 3 by 1 plus 3m is equal to 2m minus 1 by 2 plus m, or you will have m minus 3 by 1 plus 3m is equal to minus of 2m minus 1 by 2 plus m. So this will give you, after cross multiplication, you will get m minus 3 into 2 plus m is equal to 2m minus 1 into 1 plus 3m. That is 2m plus m square minus 6 minus 3m is equal to 2m plus 6m square minus 1 minus 3m. Again 2m can be cancelled from both the sides. Here you are getting m square minus 6 minus 3m. Again minus 3m can be cancelled, so you get m square minus 6 is equal to 6m square minus 1, or this will go there and it will become 6m square minus m square is equal to, here you have minus 6, this will come here minus 6 plus 1. So this is minus 5, and here you are getting 5m square, right? So 5m square is equal to minus 5, or m square is equal to minus 5 by 5, which is minus 1. So you are getting the square of something as negative 1. Is it possible? No. It will give you a complex number, or you can say that it is not real. Therefore, this is not possible. which is not possible. So that here it stops. Now we will move on to the second part, which is m minus 3. So you can just cross multiply this into 2 plus m is equal to 1 plus 3m. So this negative can be taken inside, it will become 1 minus 2m. Okay. So here you have 2m plus m square minus 6 minus 3m is equal to 1 minus 2m plus 3m minus 6m square. Okay, is there anything to cancel? Nothing. So we will just collect these two. Oh, okay. We are just bringing this to the other side, so that m square plus 6m square will give you 7m square. Then here you have 2 and this will give you minus m. These two will give you m. So this will come here as minus m. So this become minus 2m. Now here you have minus 6 and here you have 1. This will come here as minus 1. So that you are getting minus 7 equal to 0. Now we will solve this equation using your quadratic form, which is this here your a is 7, b is minus 2 and c is minus 7. Okay. So that you can write m is equal to minus b, which is minus of minus 2 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. 2a will give you 14. This is equal to 2 plus or minus root of, this is 4, here you will have plus 4 plus, this is 49 into 4. 49 into 4 will give you 196. 196 divided by 14. That means 2 plus or minus root of, here you have 200 divided by 14. Now from 100 you can take out, so you will get 10 outside. So 2 plus or minus 10 root 2 by 14, or 2 can be taken out. So this will give you, and it is cancelled with the denominator, will give you denominator becomes 7. Numerator will become 1 plus or minus 5 root 2 by 7. So this is the value of m which you can take. This one is not possible. Okay. So m is 1 plus or minus 5 root 2 by 7.